Hello to whoever finds this video. I wanted to put this together to sort of document my growth and relationship, mostly with nature and the land. I've learned a lot in the last few years, and I wanted to share my journey and experience because that's the whole reason I started this channel. I really love to tell stories. Storytelling is important. It's memories, history, especially essential for Black, Brown, Indigenous, people of color, underrepresented groups, so to speak. Share your stories, achievements, special moments, write them down, record them, tell them, tell multiple people, why not? Anyways, so we're gonna start here in April 2021 when I was very determined to start growing food. Anything that could be used to make a garden bed was getting turned into a garden bed. You guys saw the dressers and the cinder blocks, okay? Making some progress. I don't have a lot of footage of me gardening before this because I wasn't too serious about it. 2021 was really the year I was excited to learn about growing fruits, vegetables, herbs, because I grew up mostly learning about annual and ornamental flowers, Home Depot stuff, you know? So it was around this time, that I decided I wanted to apply to an herbal medicine internship in Oregon. Okay, so I packed up my car and drove, and as soon as I got to Eugene, I pretty much got to work at the homestead that I was staying at. It was a work trade situation, so I worked an extra 5 hours a week and got to stay in the tiny house in the backyard, have access to the garden, the fruits, the veggies, all on top of my internship that I was doing 2 days a week. Now, I don't want to make any of this seem like it was super easy. I didn't have to really do anything. I just got there. Because it was definitely hard, okay? It was far, but I felt like it was the best program for me, mostly because they didn't charge and I was broke as hell. So I felt like it was worth it. But I was definitely on food stamps. At nights, I worked as a janitor for $12 an hour. There's a lot more I could say, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. Anyways, I made it back home, and look at the switch up on my garden, because you guys saw it before and it definitely was not looking like this at all. And yes, I went ahead and got a rabbit too, okay? I was an urban farmer girly. Of course, this definitely wasn't paying any bills. I still had to work. Look at me with Danny Trejo over here, okay? I had my handful of odd jobs. I had a small business doing body butter. I was a part-time florist. And I was just kind of spiraling for a second. I wasn't sure what was going on, but I knew I wanted to get my hands back into the soil. So somewhere along the way, I ended up finding out that native plants were a thing, and I lost my mind. Completely invested, ended up right back into another internship, but this time for native plants. And it just really blew my mind because I always considered myself to be somewhat of a nature girly and never really heard of native plants. Being part of this world opened me up to a whole new type of radical resistance that I did not even know existed. And it really just changed how I saw the world around me. Really cute little flowers. And they smell so good. And some of the coolest people I've ever met work in conservation. And I mean, let's call it how it is. Like, this field is historically very racist, has excluded Black, Brown, Indigenous people, queer people, all from this space, and have wanted to keep it a white-dominated field. But it's been really healing for me personally to be in so many other spaces with Black and Brown people in a nature setting where we get to hear each other's stories, share resources, have the chance to be creative. It's really amazing, and it really has changed how I live, from my daily interactions to how I garden and how I travel and just see the world in general. This type of work brings a lot of mindfulness for me because now I can just step outside and be like, oh, I've spent a lot of time with this plant. I know what this is, or I know what that tree is. Know what indigenous land you're on and how to be an ally. If you're in LA, Long Beach area, I'll include some links to support the Tongva. And if you're feeling generous today, donate, because all of this land on this ecological knowledge is their work, and I just want to honor all of that. So here I am, still weeding, still outside, still learning about myself. I'm just moving pretty slowly through life right now, enjoying the process. I will never be 25 again, and I just want to be in my soft girl era, hang out with my friends, and enjoy life. You know, we got a lot of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me yap, and I'll see you around.